sing it the second time through. So welcome and join us in Surely the Presence.
Good morning. What better way to start our service this morning? Surely Spirit is in this place. Wherever each of us is, there is Spirit. So I'm Bedford and chairperson for today, and welcome those in attendance and those who are in attendance on YouTube and Facebook. Today, of course, is a very special day in being Memorial Day weekend. And this is a time to not only memorialize those who have given their all on behalf of the best, I think, of this country, which is for freedom, for democracy, for justice, for all. But I think it's also a time to memorialize those such as ourselves and those who have preceded us, those who will come after us, who embody love in action, who embody the attitudes and perspectives of caring and compassion and kindness, because that brings out the best in humanity, doesn't it? And so I'd like to share something from HeartMath Institute. For those of you who know HeartMath, it's a wonderful organization that studies the heart from a standpoint of a kind of a functional rather than a medical standpoint. And found that when we are in coherence, which is a sine wave that's kind of like this on our beating heart, and instead of like this, which is what it's like when we're angry or upset or whatever, but when we're in coherence, we send a powerful energy of healing way beyond us. And so they have many different projects going on right now that are intended to have an effect on the whole world. And I'm going to share with you this morning one of them. As it noted in opening up this, we are deeply affected by the suffering of people from the wars in Gaza, Ukraine, Darfur, Haiti, and all those who endure violence and aggression. But we can make a difference. We can make a difference by energizing global heart awakening. This can help shift the trajectory of separation and hate with the transformation of the power of love. Increasing our care and genuine connection raises our vibration, and that vibration goes out from us to access higher choices and actions that benefit the wholeness. This helps raise the planetary energetic field, isn't that? I think that's neat. I like that. Planetary energetic field. We're actually helping the whole field when we raise our own vibration level. So, if even a small percentage of us commit to practicing compassionate understanding, the heart can go viral across the planet. As we write, more and more people are becoming aware that the planet is in a serious drought of love, of heart energy, loving heart energy. So it's time for love to hit the streets. That is the awakening that this exercise is helping to accomplish. So, be ready for an exercise. The first step, and there's four steps here. The first step is putting love in the overall direction of putting love into action. First step, center in the heart. Do this as I speak, if you will. Center in the heart and breathe love and appreciation from your heart. And that increases coherence in your heart's intention. So you're actually helping yourself physiologically, but setting the stage for helping the whole world. Step 2, breathe easily and imagine with each breath that your mind, emotions, and body are becoming still inside. This helps with focus. Step 3. Next, visualize more of humanity connecting with their heart's love, kindness, compassion, and respect in their interactions to reduce separation and draw in new solutions that serve the greater whole. For as the collective heart awakens, this can eventually transform the civil unrest from separation and clear the way for people to get along with each other, which is the first step toward creating a better and more harmonious world. Step 4. Now let's radiate our inclusive love and compassion to all in the world, especially those who are suffering throughout the planet from wars and famine and many other hardships. Let's remember to send focused care and compassion to help ease the suffering of people in Gaza, Israel, Ukraine, Darfur, and Haiti, but to send that compassion, that loving energy into the whole field of the world. Everyone is a beneficiary, starting with ourselves. And so it is. So we really can do things to help beyond this limited area of our lives. And that's really, I think, wonderful news, isn't it? And I think we all know that in some ways, but this is a concentrated practice to actually feel like I can do something. So let us move on and stay together with some energy, our vision. A world powerfully transformed through spiritual awakening. And our mission, advancing the movement of spiritual awakening and transformation through unity, a positive path for spiritual living. And our values together, abundance, acceptance, community, diversity, integrity, joy, and love. And we celebrate our children with this affirmation together. Unity of Appleton sees the divinity in all children and nurtures their unfolding spirituality. And the daily word for today, comfort. I am comforted by the embrace of divine love. When someone dear to me transitions, I may feel fearful and alone. I do not hide from my feelings or seek to numb them, even if I feel tempted. Grief has come to pass, but it cannot pass until I acknowledge and feel it. Opening to all my heart is holding, I feel a presence far stronger than the pain. Even in the deepest grief, divine love is strong within me, lifting me, making my feelings bearable. As I feel comforted by this love, I become increasingly aware of the peace and strength in my heart. Even in my grief, I am grateful to trust the healing comfort of divine love. It blesses me today and will be an ongoing presence as I need it. My love for those I lost is eternal and unchanging, just like God's love for me. And from the Gospel of Matthew, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Let us join in the full line at the top. Together, comfort. I am comforted by the embrace of divine love.
That we got. Here's to the wish you were here, but you're not, 'cause the love brings back all memories of everything we've been through. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the ones that we love in our thoughts, 'cause the love brings back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. There are times we all remember when we could not find our way. We were looking for some sunshine, but we could not find a ray. But the times they are a-changing, we will find what's good and right. We know love holds us together if we just look to the right. Everybody hurts sometimes, everybody hurts sometimes, yeah. But everything will be alright, everything will be alright, yeah. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the ones that we love in our thoughts, 'cause the love brings back all the memories of everything we've been through. Here's to the ones here today. Here's to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the love brings back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. Memories bring back you. There's a time that I remember when I never felt so lost, when I felt like all the bad times were too powerful to stop. But you know I learned just lately that love never goes away. If we hang on till tomorrow, that will get us through today. Everybody hurts sometimes, yeah. But everything will be alright, everything will be alright, yeah. Here's to the ones that we got. Here's to the ones that we love in our thoughts, 'cause the love brings back all the memories of everything we've been through. Here's to the ones here today. Here's to the ones that we lost on the way, 'cause the love brings back all the memories, and the memories bring back you. Memories bring back you.
Well, I get the privilege today, since Pate's not here, of introducing our speaker for this morning, who's also the house guest of Carrie and me last night. It was wonderful having Tom here today. We enjoy when he and MP are able to join us, but she couldn't come today, so we get Tom. And Tom is been here for a long time and been involved with Unity for a long time, going way back when he was a mentor to April Crane Breeze many, many years ago. So when she was going through the process of becoming an official ordained Unity minister. So Tom, thanks for your history with us, and thanks for coming back again and again and again, including today. Thanks, Tom.
Who here or online would like to be gifted the winning ticket to the warehouse of life, where you could virtually have the kind of experience you desire whenever you want? See, in the world of life, it is a world of opportunity filled with possibility. This is where your dreams and the visions you hold for yourself or perhaps for those you love, those times when our imagination just runs free and you can really see what you want to do and what you're capable of before our mind kind of kicks in. I'm talking about an experience where you awake in the morning happy and you retire at night happy. Or at least happier than you are now even. I trust most of you are happy. So who here or online would like to be gifted the winning ticket to the warehouse of life? May I have a show of hands, please? The vast majority, I believe it's unanimous. Now, I don't know about online, but I'm believing they're all in too, okay? Because you're in the right place. In fact, I am about to give you not one, not two, but 3 winning tickets to the warehouse of life, okay? This is a place where you say yes to success, to your spiritual success in life. I believe that if you give to a Unity ministry, you have the right to expect, even demand, that your life demonstrates the positive principles that we espouse here. So if you give, what do I mean by give? If you spend your time at Unity, and all of you are, or you're giving an hour or so of your time plus travel time to this ministry, so thank you for that. You give of your talent. Many of you here volunteer. And you give of your treasure. Many of you here contribute financially, and I'm talking to you people online too. If you do any of those things, and many of you do all of those things, you have the right to demand and expect you are spiritually fed, and to expect that your life is a reflection of that spiritual feeding, okay? I mean, you're investing in your spiritual life, so you should expect a return. The expectation must be of yourself. The demand must be of yourself. Expect yourself to follow through on the ideas and the concepts and the principles that you've heard from previous speakers and from those I will present today in a highly inspiring talk. Oh, trust me. The first quality or attitude you must adopt is, and folks, this is ticket to the warehouse of life number 1, a steadfast determination to attain some purpose. Okay? A steadfast determination to do something. And a spiritual reliance upon the law of attraction. Unity minister Eric Butterworth, in his book Spiritual Economics, says, when you believe you can do it, the how to do it shows up. This is the way the creative process works in us human beings. Ernest Holmes, the founder of religious science, says, our belief sets the limit to our demonstration of a principle, which of itself is without limit. We can imagine almost anything. It's our belief in what's possible that tends to dampen that and limit it. Okay? Because spiritual or principle law is ready to fulfill everything because it's infinite. Okay? Religious science minister Joanne McFadden provides an enlightening example of how the law of attraction works. In Science of Mind magazine, she says her collection of mugs from places she's been to prompts pleasant memories. Many of us have those mugs, right? Places we visited. Because of that pleasure, she decided to try an experiment. At garage sales and thrift stores and that type of thing, she began collecting mugs from places she wants to visit. Okay? This is the law of attraction. She's placing her vision and her mind on what she wants in life. Each day as she retrieved a cup from her cupboard, she'd see the names and pictures of places she wanted to travel. She'll take a moment envisioning herself there, having fun and discussions with her husband, enjoying the local cuisine. She will imaginatively place herself in the destination she so desires. She says, the thought that one day she'll be there makes her smile, and it starts a great day. After using these mugs, she found her way to the Art Institute of Chicago to see Narcissa Thome's miniature rooms on exhibition, something she had long had on her list of must-sees as a budding miniaturist. She sipped coffee from a mug featuring Alaska's Inside Passage, and what do you know, within a few months she booked a cruise there for the following year. Okay? The law of attraction. Unity's third principle. What you focus on and give attention to and give your energy to expands in your life. Now, she continues to drink coffee from mugs featuring Quebec City, New York Botanical Gardens, New Zealand, Scotland, and other bucket list locations. I mean, each time she drinks from them, she goes there imaginatively, doesn't she? It's like a vision board in ceramics. And she asks all of us, how many times in our busy lives do we forget to spend dedicated time thinking about what we desire? So important, as opposed to the problems we might have or our schedule. Those things are important, but we also need time to really focus on what we desire. Thought creates, dreams await. Okay? You know, when I reflect on vacations I've taken in my lifetime, I truly enjoyed them. And I really loved planning them. And as I'm planning them, it's like I was already on the vacation. Haven't you had that experience too? You know, you're dreaming of being there, you're thinking of being there. Mentally and emotionally, you're there. Spiritually, you're there. And what I notice about myself and many others regarding vacations that I spoke of is most of us have that steadfast determination I spoke of. I want to go on vacation, and here's where I want to go. We have that determination. What if we applied that same drive and that same commitment to other areas of our life? Now, just this Friday, many of you know my wife, Reverend MP. Well, just this last week, she retired from 20 years of being a special ed teacher. And I was in attendance at the celebration, and one of her colleagues was also retiring. And someone asked her, what are you going to do once you're retired? And she responded in an instant, I'm going on a cruise to Iceland, she says. She said, I can't pronounce the names of all the ports where we'll be stopping, but we're going to take 2.5 weeks to cruise Iceland. We're going to go to Greenland, and we're going to just explore. 2.5 weeks, she says. She was so excited as she spoke about this cruise. I mean, she was already there. She had that steadfast determination to go on a cruise. That was obvious. The determination provides results. She had a blueprint for her future and then set a date for it to occur. What she didn't say was, well, you know, someday I'd like to go to Greenland or Iceland and I'd like to explore. Someday I think I'm going to do that. The present moment is the time for decision, not someday. You know, The last time I looked at a calendar, what I saw was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I've never seen a calendar with someday on it. Someday never comes. Someday never happens. Okay? One of the reasons I suggest to you we're so successful at taking vacations is because we define them by dates. Here's when I'm going. Here's where when we're coming back. Ticket number 2 to the warehouse of life, ladies and gentlemen. We have a clear intention and commitment to do something, and we set a date. Okay? Being inspired isn't enough. Okay? As Marypatriece says, inspiration without action is merely entertainment. We have to take the steps to apply what we hear and what we know we want. Is there something in your life you would like to accomplish that you're thinking of doing someday? How do you know what that is? Well, is there some place where you have a steadfast determination toward that objective? Not a someday determination. Maybe you have that now, but we're looking to change that. Where do you experience a sincere desire to do something, to change something, to take some action, to make a call? It could be to clean a junk drawer, or it could be to make a world-changing decision. But what have you been putting off for someday? Now's the time to do it. Create the date by which you will accomplish what you're after. A day in the week and a day in a month. Put it on your calendar. Okay? Like I say, clean a junk drawer, clean a garage, make a phone call, get a new job, change a relationship, big stuff. Okay? As soon as you commit to that change, you will feel better. You will feel better. Now, what if it's something like, well, I need to be more assertive, or I need to learn how to say no more. Something not as definitive as taking a vacation. Well, in terms of changes to behavior, create a date by which you are going to take a step to move forward. Okay, I really need to be more assertive in my life. So Tuesday, I'm going to put in my calendar, Tuesday, I'm going to find a book. I'm going to, there's everything on the internet. There's all kinds of things on YouTube, right? Some good stuff out there. Some not so good, but there's some good stuff out there. Put in your calendar when you're going to make that first step. And then after you make that first step, put it in your calendar when you make the next step, when you're going to make that next step. Okay? Commit to it. Make a date. And you know what that date isn't, right? Someday. That's right. Renowned author, Unity author and teacher Emily Cady says, there should not be a running to and fro making human efforts to aid the divine, but a calm, restful, and unwavering trust in all wisdom and all power within ourselves that we are able to accomplish the thing desired. Find out what you want, set a date, and do it. That's all. Determination and commitment matter. Emmett Fox, in his book Sermon on the Mount, says, with a new difficulty of any kind, it is the reception that you give it mentally and the attitude that you adopt toward it in your own thought that completely determine its effect on you. That is what matters. How you think about something matters how you approach something. Think about it with determination, set a date. Determination and commitment matters. Now, most of you here are familiar with the idea that our co-founder Charles Fillmore espoused the 12 powers of humankind. Okay? These are powers we have within us. You don't have to ask for them. You're born with them. You don't have to try to get more of them. They're all you can ever imagine within you. You have the power. They are life, imagination, power itself, judgment, understanding, zeal, faith, love, order, will, and strength. My mind went blank for a minute. Excuse me. That happens. But all of those powers are within us, and I'm talking about two of them today. Two of them. I went like this and said two of them. Talking about the power of power. You have innate control over your thoughts and feelings, the ability to transform energy from one plane to another, transform the energy of your imagination to the energy of your daily life, to right now. Think about it, transform the energy by taking steps, and your power of will, which is the executive faculty of mind, the choosing and determining factor of ours. Our will is the deciding power that we have within us. It's through our will that we decide that, you know what, here's what I'm wild about, here's what I want to do, here's what I'm going to do. Make that decision. That's what we're talking about today. Those powers are in you. You don't have to ask a God out there for more. The God out there already gave it to the God in here for you to live your life with. In his book, The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace Wattles says, by the way, this is ticket number 3 to the warehouse of life. He said, to set about getting rich, not only financially but also spiritually rich, here it comes. Do not try to apply your willpower to anything outside yourself. It is wrong to apply your will to other men and women in order to get them to do what you wish be done. You know, I had an experience of this when I was a minister back in Woodstock. We used to do an activity called Pack a Backpack. It occurred in July, and we were packing and providing school backpacks for kids whose families were unable to provide their own. And we did this for a number of consecutive years, and it was the Salvation Army that was coordinating all this. And, you know, in our church, we'd collect maybe a dozen backpacks and lots of school supplies, and I'd bring them over to the Salvation Army to this room 3 times as big as this. There were 1,000 backpacks in there. What a wonderful process and idea. However, there were elements of the LGBTQ community in our ministry that were angry about working with the Salvation Army, because the Salvation Army had a message much like many traditional religions that were very anti-LGBTQ, okay? So I knew about the angst, and I gave a series of talks about building bridges instead of walls, about tearing down old beliefs so that we can welcome new experiences. And I met with Major Janice, not her real name, who at the time was the leader of our county's Salvation Army, and she assured me the backpacks go to anybody who is deserving without any discrimination whatsoever. She also assured me that not everyone in the Salvation Army buys into the message that the top tends to give, okay? To no avail, to no avail. Several members of that community were angry at me and angry at the church and left the church. Now, I want to make it clear, I do not say this to blame or criticize that community and those people who were angry. They were just hurt, so badly hurt, that they couldn't even think about building bridges. They weren't in that place. I share this to validate how ineffective it is to try to use my willpower, even though I don't think I was being willful. I was trying to be principled, but it could be seen as using my will, right, to try to influence anybody. It didn't work. There were some members of that community who stayed, but they weren't angry to start with. So all of my efforts were almost, one could say, to no avail, at least at that time. At least at that time. It's a great lesson for a minister, believe me. So when I give a talk, I share my truths in terms of beliefs and in terms of unity principles. And I totally release whatever the heck you guys are going to do with them. You know, I know that all I could do is give you the message, and you're going to decide what you do with it, right? You're going to decide. And relating back to Reverend Joanne McFadden's visioning using ceramic mugs, Wallace Wattles says, you do not need to apply your will to things in order to compel them to come to you. Simply be open to them coming to you. She's open to things coming to her by drinking out of a mug, for goodness sakes. Isn't that something? What a lesson. The bottom line is, to get what you want in life, apply your willpower only upon yourself. We cannot make anyone else do what we believe they ought to do. We can't make someone else do, quote unquote, what's best for them. We don't have the power to do that. However, we have the power of will to make the decisions to do what's best for us, so don't waste your will on others. Anybody care to hear bonus ticket number 4? Okay. We know about a steadfast determination to attain some purpose, and bonus ticket number 4 is letting go of all that opposes that steadfast determination. Every light doesn't have to be green before I take my trip to Appleton. There's going to be detours, there's going to be backups and whatnot. But I hold my vision on getting to Appleton last night around 7:30, and I arrived at Appleton around 7:30, okay? I didn't worry about what, I'm prepared for emergencies, but I don't put my energy there, okay? Stop thinking about the opposites of what you want. Wallace Waddell says, health is never attained by studying disease and thinking about disease. What concerns you is healing and the cure. Okay? That's where we put our intention. In The Power of Decision by Reverend Raymond Charles Barker, he says, reject what you do not want. Our minds are going to go there. We're going to go there. We could just say, okay, I got it, but I'm going to focus on what I want in life. Okay? Bonus ticket number 4. So in closing, we have power, the innate control over our thoughts and feelings, the ability to transform the energy of our imagination into our life, okay? I mean, I imagined I was coming to Appleton a few days ago, and I applied that energy, and here I am. Right? We can do that with everything in our life, everything. That's the power of power. And the will. The will is our ability to make decisions. 12-steppers, well, the will gets a bad rap with 12-steppers, and because we misused it, okay? But we learn how to use it correctly. We learn how to make the right decisions in our life. Then to review, ticket number 1, a steadfast determination to attain some purpose, a complete reliance on the law of attraction. Number 2, to the warehouse of life. We have that clear intention and commitment to do something, and then we set a date to do it. Not someday, we set the date. Number 3, to set about getting rich, not only financially, but also spiritually rich, do not try to apply your willpower to anyone but yourself. Anyone with teenagers knows that, right? Bonus ticket number 4, let go of all that opposes what you want. Lastly, as a lead-in to our meditation, which I'll be going into shortly, all that I can see, all that I can be, infinite possibility, it's all inside of me. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our spiritual path. So I'm going to invite us all to go within now as we go into our time of guided meditation. So this is our time. If you're new to our service, if you're new to this practice, it's simply a time to go within. You'll hear some light background music. You'll hear periods of silence, and you'll hear periods of words. Just let the words be a background drone of sound that allows you to access that divine power within you. And let us all begin by relaxing into this moment. Allow yourself to truly hear and surrender to the idea of relaxing. Oh. Oh. Breathe ever so deeply and slowly filling your lungs and emptying them. Be comfortable in your chair. It fully supports you. surrender to the idea that I now relax into me. Many of us will close our physical eyes during this time, but it's your choice. Just be with yourself, your best friend, your divine nature. Just be there. Perhaps we'll call our imagination into action by thinking about what we love to do and maybe would love to do. Just go there. Go there in your mind. Is there someone you'd like to be with? Is there some place you'd like to be? Something you'd like to do. Think about it. Take your mind, open it, and allow it to flow there. Let us call forth the power of our hearts that we heard of earlier today. And allow our hearts to beat in synchronicity and rhythm with what we love to do, love to be, where we want to go. Be with it. Relax into the idea that all is possible. And welcome the possibilities you desire with your imagination. Continue to breathe into what you desire. Just breathe into it. And as we begin to bring our attention and our focus back to this beautiful room, this sanctuary of hope and possibility, you may want to wiggle your toes and your fingers and open your eyes, but never, ever let go of those possibilities you imagine. They're yours. And so it is. Amen.
it's our privilege to take that beautiful sentiments and feelings that Reverend Wendt just generated within us and extend it into this healing prayer. And if you would join with me in saying this: I am love, I am health, I am peace. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be healthy. I am a child of God. I deserve nothing less. Today, I accept my healing of body, mind, and spirit. I forgive myself as I made. I forgive all the people for whom I felt anger. I accept them because they could not be as I wanted. I release them and I free myself from the resentment forever. I cancel the past and the present to free my future. I deserve to enjoy the love of my loved ones. I stop judging myself and judging others forever. I now release all the pain, my mistakes, and my illness, so Spirit can transform it into health, love, and peace. I accept everything as it is now, and with patience to begin to finally heal. God, you are in me, and I am in you. By your divine power and your love within me, I decide to heal my body, my mind, and my soul. I open my heart to your pure love that surrounds me with its radiant light, revitalizing every cell of my body. Every negative thought becomes positive, recreating myself in a new life full of love and joy. I will share this love with all, communicating everything I feel. I wish to heal with all my heart and then to help others, thus fulfilling my mission of love and communication of love in this life. Thank you, universe, that already is. Amen. Now we move from prayer to our affirmation of prosperity. And really, I think it's just a natural extension of prayer. This is a time when those of us who feel unity of Appleton is our spiritual home practice putting spirit first in our financial life. This practice prospers the spiritual community we love and supports our own spiritual growth and prosperity. Please give whatever amount Spirit guides you to give, whether it is in person or electronically, whatever that amount is. Take that gift into your heart and bless it with your love. Feel free to bless the plate as it passes by. Let yourself feel grateful to God in you as your one source. Then please join in our affirmation of prosperity together. Unity of Appleton is alive with the energy of Spirit in the flow of divine abundance and radiant with unlimited possibilities. And with the same energy, please join in the celebration of giving and receiving together. Divine love in and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I joyfully give and willingly receive. I give in love, and I trust God as my source.
If I could write a magic song that everyone could sing, I could write of love, of hope and joy, and things that peace could bring. And when we sang our magic song, all hate and war would cease. If I could
sing this miracle song of peace. Whenever our hearts are given to kindness and compassion and love and abundance, and it's out of those feelings and those sentiments and those beliefs that we give, these are gifts from our abundance. And so it is. Amen.
You thought you were done.
Yeah, I did. Alas, it isn't so. So, new member class announcements, of course. Interested in joining or learning more about Unity of Appleton? A new member class is coming this. Coming this.
We changed the date.
That's right.
We're going to do it this Saturday.
Which is the first, I
8:30,
believe. Right.
June 1st, 8:30 here. And we know we have at least 2 or 3 people here interested in attending. Bedford and I do this, so.
Yeah. Thank you.
welcome
And
to join us. This
again,
Saturday, June 1st, 8:30.
right. And if you have any questions about that, John and myself, please. Our garage sale, which is a significant event here at Unity, is coming up June 13th and 15th. Please bring your donations to church Sundays or email unity@unityofappleton.org to schedule a time to bring them in. Our garage sale is our biggest fundraiser with setup June 10th through 12th. Please consider helping to set up or help with the sale itself. Sign-up sheets are on the Connect and Serve table. Any questions? I asked Carrie. And Carrie, do you?
A reminder that it's also a bake sale, so, start making those cookies or bars or pies.
Okay.
If you like, and bring some to the sale as well. And like it said on there, you can bring your things in anytime. We'll put them in the garage until the day, the Sunday before the sale, which would be June 9th. We will take all the stuff from the garage with many hands and take it downstairs to set up.
And who's everything except for adult clothing, right?
Everything except for adult clothing.
Yeah.
We found that doesn't sell very well.
Okay. Chairpersons and greeters can sign up for the whole summer. I encourage one and all to do that. Please volunteer for as many Sundays as you can. Sign up sheets at the Connect and Serve table. Try it out. It's great to see new faces. Please join the Earth Care team for a tour of the Tri-County Recycling Center in Appleton, Tuesday, June 11th, from 11:30 to 1. Sign up at the Connect and Serve table. Save the date. Reverend Morgan Barclay, a former minister of ours here, and a Unity minister and former hospice volunteer, is coming to Unity of Appleton this summer to present a seminar on conscious dying. Please save Saturday, August 17th on your calendar for this day-long seminar. And before we do that, I've got one other announcement from your Spiritual Social Action Committee. And I don't think most of you were aware that Louise, Fred, and myself were going through our library upstairs over several different times and calling out those who were multiples or ones that were very old and probably have never been used and probably won't be. Anyway, there's a need for a new church event forming in Africa. And so we had a request from Christ-like Ministry in Dayton, Ohio, who is the person who is in charge of that, if we had any books that would be helpful for students of Unity. And so we did that, and hundreds of dollars later, we shipped them over to Dayton, and then she'll ship it from there. If there are any that would like to donate for the shipment costs from Dayton to Africa, please know that I can help you direct your funds. We had several hundreds of books. We had 10 boxes at least of books that we were able to send. So I just wanted to let you know, and this is from Reverend Helen Wilcox, Hear Our Way, Executive Director and Senior Minister of the Christ-like Global Ministry. Just as she said, Dear Bedford, just as you predicted, the packages arrived today. all 9 boxes. Actually, I think there were more that were coming also. I've just completed the survey. The list of books is attracted herewith. I can only imagine the time and effort you put into packaging these books, 12 boxes altogether did come out, and shipping them to us. Thank you so much. Please share our gratitude with your ministry for supporting our book drive project and the work that we do at Christ-like Global Ministry. Most of the books you sent are old Unity classics, which we very much appreciate. These and some of the non-Unity books will be sent to 3 Unity churches whom we are encouraging to build up a library of Unity and spiritual books. So know that you're helping a new effort in Africa to spread the Unity message. And now let's stand for the prayer of protection.